Let's go. If Al Davis were here, if he was here, you know what he'd say? Just win, baby. That's what we're going to do today. Just win. Just win on 3. 1, 2, 3. Just win.
There are 31 teams in the National Football League, and then there are the Oakland Raiders.
Raider Nation, let's go, Raider Nation, you ready for some football? You ain't ready for the football. You ain't ready for the Oakland Raiders. It's the invasion of the Oakland Raiders. Are you ready for some football? Yeah. You ain't ready for this football. Ah!
Raiders on the pitch took the decision, which has happened quite a lot, Vernon, at Wembley. No individual introductions, unify, come out as a team.
Nice to see Menelik Watson coming out first. You know, a lad from Manchester playing for the Oakland Raiders. He's on the offensive line. He is an absolute monster. I'm 6'4" and he dwarfed me.
He did indeed.
He really...
Oh, say, can you see that dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, or the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And to perform God Save the Queen, please welcome the nation's sporting soprano, Laura Wright.
God save our gracious Queen, long live our noble Queen. God save the Queen. Santa victorious, happy and glorious, long to reign over us. God save the Queen.
Well, that's special here at Wembley, of course, the Star-Spangled Banner and God Save the Queen. Back to our match-up. We get so much time over the next few hours to talk about the ins and out of the game, but we get stuck, I suppose, in the Dolphins. We get stuck on a quarterback who wasn't backed by his head coach. Crazy for the Dolphins. Willie Brown
Downtown
and
Willie
Mr. Raider, Tim Brown. Unbelievably for the Raiders. So proper royalty in the pitch. The fans will be loving this, Vern.
Yeah, I mean, we're looking at real icons of the game, real history there. You know, Dan Marino, everyone knows Dan Marino. He was the pivotal player when football was blooming over here in the UK in the late 80s. And I was fortunate enough to meet Dan Marino last night. This morning I said to Tess, I was with Dan Marino. And she said, oh my gosh, the American footballer. So, you know, even my wife knows Dan Marino.
Yeah. The Raiders, in terms of what they need to do to turn the season around, because 3 defeats to start the season, but this is a run of 9 games. They were a little bit better in defeat last week, but they almost need to up their game all over.
Yeah, I think it's a case of addressing, you know, a lot of different things. They've got a very good pass rush, and that's something they need to continue to get a lot of pressure there on Ryan Tannehill and, you know, really play to their strengths in that area.
So the coin toss has been made. The captains have been out. The honorary captains have been out as well. The NFL at Wembley. Don't just remember as well, this is one of 3.
They romped against the Broncos. But I think it's going to be a one-score game.
It's a Miami kickoff here. The Raiders, the home team. Don't forget, we're live at Wembley Stadium for the Oakland Raiders and the Miami Dolphins. We've got some fantastic commentators for you as well. We're going to join the legend that is the Bird, your match commentator Iron Eagle, alongside one of the NFL's all-time great passers, Dan Fights.
NFL International Series in London. First of 3 games underway from Wembley. Murray, the return man, will take it out of the end zone, 6 yards deep. Murray makes a cut. Makes a man miss at the 20. Brought down from behind. Out across the 25 by Michael Thomas on special teams. Derek Carr, the rookie out of Fresno State. He is the starter for the Oakland Raiders and the first Raider rookie ever to start week 1.
Yeah, he told us he's really benefited from having his big brother David to lean on as he learns what it takes to be an NFL quarterback. But this is big shoes to fill here for Derek Carr.
First and 10 at the 26 to open things up. McFadden is the starter at running back. Maurice Jones-Drew is available, and we'll see time there. Carter throwing on first down. Looking long. James Jones. Terrific attempt by Jones. He's finally brought down. And they will rule it a clean catch along the sideline for the veteran.
Yeah, he's going to get by Grimes here. He stays inbounds here, lays out with one hand, pulls it back to his body. Spectacular catch. What a perfect way to start the game for Carr and Jones.
Raiders snap it quickly here. McFadden gets the call, and McFadden, a hole, spin move by McFadden, and he almost took it all the way. Good blocks from Jackson and Howard up front to spring McFadden loose for a 12-yard pickup.
Yeah, Gabe Jackson and Donald Penn on the left side, and a nice job by Wisniewski as he takes the center, Earl Mitchell, the nose guard, right out of the play. McFadden with one little shake there, but he can't get in the end zone. Delmas with a touchdown-saving tackle.
So first and goal for the Raiders, looking to score first. Watson is in there for Oakland. Single setback, McFadden. On again, McFadden. Tried to take it inside, nothing doing. Lewis Delmas holds up defensively, no gain.
Yeah, that may have been a mistake by McFadden. He ran away from his blocking. And with those big guys up front, a lot of times you'll get in behind them and get into one of those rugby scrums where they'll just pull you into the end zone. He tried to bounce it to the outside, and there were 3 Dolphins waiting for him.
That's an early rugby reference from you. Is that coincidental?
Well, wait till I get to cricket.
I can't wait. Third quarter. Fouch will break down cricket. Second and goal.
180.
10th play of the drive.
Watch it.
Carr will throw. Touchdown! Raiders strike first. Ryan Leonhardt out of Bemidji State in Minnesota.
And again, it's just great pass protection for Carr. As after the play action fake, this is actually his 3rd receiver on the play. Good job by Leonhardt. Just keep fighting across the middle. He beats Trusnick to the ball. Derek Carr's off to a great start.
Boy, he looks sharp on this opening drive, and Dennis Allen's team has a lead.
And they have a touchdown. Something they haven't had in the first half often.
They are averaging a league low 12.3 points per game as Janikowski gets the extra point. A penalty marker is thrown at the 9. Open man along the sideline, Miller, but didn't have a lot of room to work with. Mayava there, no Nick Roach. Still out with a concussion, so they've had to mix and match with the linebackers, Miles Burris and Mayava.
Pass was just a little bit late as Tannehill came to Miller as his outlet receiver, and that was a good catch by Miller. The Dolphins, running backs, wide receivers, tight ends have dropped way too many passes this season.
Also, no C.O. Moore out with an ankle injury. Didn't play against New England last week. 7th play of the drive. 3rd and 8 for Miami. Tannehill pats the ball, throws out of bounds. Brian Hartline was open. Usama this season as Caleb Sturgis is on for a 41-yard attempt for Miami. Sturgis splits the uprights. The Brits like the kicking game, and they get a 41-yard field goal out of the Miami kicker Sturgis. 7-3, Oakland.
Preston will talk Tannehill in just a little bit, but let's get down to Nat Coombs. The pre-game show is Def Leppard, and he's caught up with Joe Elliott.
Joe, how was that? It was incredible. The atmosphere in this place is to die for. I mean, I've been here many times for soccer. I've never seen anything like this.
There's obviously a great affinity between NFL fans and Def Leppard as a band, isn't there?
Well, kind of, yeah. The way that they look at it, this is huge American sport coming to London. How can they tie that in? A band that's from Britain, from UK, that's massive in America. So it was a beautiful tie-in. We were just so honoured that they asked us to do it.
And to play in front of the Raiders fans as well, who are notorious in the whole of, let alone sport, pop culture, as being hardcore.
Absolutely right. And we just played in that area this summer, and the bands are just crazy. So, you know, we kind of knew that it'd be a bit that way.
Going to go and enjoy the game now, Joe, yeah?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Totally.
Cracking. Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Joe Elliott, brilliant show it was. Rod Woodson,
all right.
That is definitely a knee injury of some type.
Looked like the right leg slipped under there, but hard to tell exactly what happened on the scramble by Carr.
The receiver was out of bounds before he caught that ball. McGloin getting ready to come into the game, and this is a good decision. Maybe a play late for Derek Carr because he's in real agony.
So he's grabbing at that left leg.
You think someone would come out and help him off the field.
And here they come.
Finally. But his teammates should have been out there. The big guy's helping him off the field so he doesn't have to put any weight on his leg.
There will also be a coach's challenge from the previous play, so we'll step aside and deal with that.
Well, we're giving Mike Carson 30 seconds to minute to find out everything he knows about Matt McGloin, and we'll give you that time while we get down and we'll speak and get some of your interaction that's been coming in on Twitter and everything else from Nat Coombs.
Going to need more than 30 seconds to a minute. James Walker, good evening. He says it's an interesting game for the Dolphins going into this at 1-2. A win doesn't make their season, but a loss could possibly break it. Now, I don't want to rain too much more on the Raiders parade, but if they go to 0-4, which means they've lost the first 4 games of the season, they ain't making the playoffs. Only one team in NFL history, the San Diego Chargers, has done that. Lots of love about the Ryder Cup. Richard Harding Hall said, with Europe winning the Ryder Cup, my focus now turns to the NFL. Come on, you Dolphins. Well, I guess America is going to have a winner on this field, which either way it turns out. And Max Williams has used the hashtag @C4Rookie. Use that hashtag if you have a question about the game, a kind of newbie-ish question. That's what he's done. What's the little yellow bag the ref has on his waist? He throws a yellow flag from that bag if he sees a penalty. So that is why he's carrying.
Thank you very much. I've got one. I've sent one in from our Colin Murray to Mike Carson. To hashtag #C4Rookie. Who is Matt McGloin?
Matt McGloin's a quarterback who played college ball at Penn State.
The Matt McGloin Show.
Handled by McFadden. Tried to make a spin move and is brought down after the gain of 1 by Delmas, the veteran who came over from Detroit.
That's a pretty good open field tackle by Delmas as McFadden was trying to give him his repertoire. Last year, McGloin had played in 7 games, had 6 starts for the Raiders.
2nd and 9 now for Oakland. Oh, it gets by McGloin. Scooped up. Cortland Finnegan. And Finnegan is gone. Touchdown, Dolphins. Finnegan anticipating. Takes advantage of the Raiders' miscue.
And this is always the danger of a shotgun snap. Stefan Wisniewski snapping to McGloin. Watch it go by McGloin's left hand. And Finnegan gets a nice bounce here. And he's gone.
What else could go wrong for the Oakland Raiders? They lose their quarterback. They can't get a shotgun snap in a clean fashion. And they're going to be down 38-7 after this extra point from Sturgis. Right at the beginning of the broadcast, we talked about the hot seat for these two coaches. The seat's getting even warmer for Dennis Allen. 38-7, Miami.
Well,
David Osbury getting involved with a catch.
First catch of the season, game. Yeah, for Osbury.
Wembley Stadium, what a venue. They rebuilt it from scratch, knocked down the old one in 2003. It had opened originally in 1923, reopened in 2007, right in the same spot. And because of the weather issues here in London, they built the overhang. Major events here at Wembley through the years, home of English national football team, big concerts, U2, Metallica, Madonna, and they have hosted at least one NFL game every year since 2007. This is one of 3 on the schedule here in London this year. Matt McGloin takes it himself. It's enough for a Raider first down. 9:40 to go in the 4th. And James Jones signed a 3-year, $11.3 million deal to head back to his home area, originally from San Jose. McGloin, wide open, touchdown, Andre Holmes. The British black hole enjoying it.
Good job by McGloin keeping the safety in the middle of the field. He'll fake the ball on the short route, and then right down the sidelines goes Holmes behind Will Davis, and before the safety Walt Aikens, the rookie, can get over and make a play on the ball.
Extra point coming from Sebastian Janikowski. Miami had scored 38 unanswered points until that touchdown throw from McGloin. 38-14, 8:36 to play.
Stops there, didn't he?
He did. Those were full and healthy.
Those are some strong players lifting him up too. What a great win for Oakland.
McGloin to Osbury. Spent last year on injured reserve with a shoulder injury. 8-yard.
Bunch longer, didn't it?
This is a Raiders team that will fly more than any other team in the NFL. They will travel 36,106 miles this season. That's 10,000 more than any other team. Number 2 would be Seattle, based on the Seahawks location in the Pacific Northwest. Now they take a knee. Dennis Allen takes off the headset. The Raiders drop to 0-4, 10 straight losses for the Oakland Raiders. Miami hits the bye at 2-2. This is a Dolphins team that beat New England in the season opener. Encouraging signs, 33-20. But then back-to-back 19-point losses changed the whole tenor in South Florida. Strong bounce back by Ryan Tannehill. NFL International Series 2014. The Miami Dolphins defeat the Oakland Raiders 38-14 in London. So for Dan Fouts, Jenny Dell, the rest of our NFL on CBS crew, so long from Wembley Stadium. You've been watching the NFL on CBS. Coming up, Subway postgame show, bonus coverage of Buffalo and Houston. We'll